guys, it's Annie. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. And in today's video, I'm sharing with you guys 25 different ideas for Instagram Reels to help you reach more potential viewers and subscribers for your YouTube channel. And one question you may be asking yourself is, how does creating content for another platform help you reach people for YouTube? So as discussed in one of my other videos where I shared with you guys a bunch of different ways to promote your YouTube channel, all of these other social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, they all have billions and billions of monthly users. So just like how YouTube has an average 2 billion monthly users, other platforms such as Instagram and TikTok also rake in billions and billions of users every single month. Which means that by creating content on these other platforms and growing audiences on these other platforms, you can then cross-promote your YouTube channel on these other platforms to your other existing audiences, which is just a whole lot of potential exposure and growth for your YouTube channel. So why am I specifically discussing Instagram Reels over posting regular pictures and videos on Instagram? This is because of something I learned earlier this week where shelf life of content on Instagram is concerned. According to the research I have collected about content over on Instagram, when you post an Instagram story, obviously they only last for 24 hours. When you post a picture or video to your feed, that content usually has an average shelf life of about 48 hours. Basically meaning that about 48 hours after you initially post your picture and or video on Instagram, the algorithm basically completely drops that content and stops pushing it out. Whereas when you are posting Instagram Reels on your Instagram account, that content has an average shelf life of 4 weeks, an entire month. Meaning that once you have created and posted your Reels to your Instagram account, those Reels are then within the Instagram algorithm getting pushed out for another month after you've initially posted it. Which definitely means that if you are wanting to use your Instagram to reach more people, whether that is potential followers, clients, customers, Instagram Reels are definitely the go-to format that you want to be focusing on and creating. But I can definitely tell you, as somebody who has been struggling a lot with this lately, coming up with ideas and concepts for Reels is not the easiest thing in the world. So I have compiled a list of 26 different Instagram Reels ideas for YouTube creators, entrepreneurs, and business people to help people like myself and you guys come up with new ideas. So with all that out of the way and nothing else left to say, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope it is helpful to you, and let's get on started. So a first idea for an Instagram Reel I've seen a lot of YouTubers doing over on Instagram is where they essentially repurpose their YouTube videos as Instagram Reels. So once they have uploaded their videos to YouTube, they will then take out a specific section of their videos that they think is really clickable, that will get a lot of people interested in their videos, and then they use websites like Canva that have thousands and thousands of Instagram Reel templates where they can essentially drag and drop in the segment of that video they have edited out, and then basically post that Reels video over on Instagram to promote their YouTube video and get more people interested in their content. So that is one really good way of getting a lot of people excited about your YouTube content, getting them over from Instagram over onto your YouTube channel, and even potentially subscribing for more content in the future. A second idea I've seen loads and loads of people doing over on Instagram is creating like a little mini vlog, day in my life type of Reels, where essentially throughout the day you film a bunch of mini clips of things that you were doing, different parts of your daily life, and then basically edit them all together in a montage as a little day in my life video, which I personally find really interesting whenever I see my favorite influencers or creators or entrepreneurs making this type of content, because as their viewer, I'm just always super curious as to what their life looks like behind the scenes. So that is another idea for your Reels. You could also do kind of like a little introductory reel if you've never made any Reels before on your Instagram, just kind of introducing yourself. Who are you? What do you do? What do you create? Who is your target audience? Why should people be following you or subscribing to you? And just basically getting word out there about your YouTube channel and your content. You could also make a reel where you give kind of like a little mini step-by-step tutorial of literally anything relevant to your content. Just as an example, one of my friends, Katie, actually did a step-by-step reel of how she edits her YouTube thumbnails thumbnails, and that reel has gotten almost 8,000 views since she first posted it. So depending on what your content is about and who your target audience is, you could make a little mini tutorial for your audience members. Another thing I've been seeing a lot of over on Instagram Reels is doing a tour of your desk or your workspace, which I personally find really interesting because I love seeing how other people have their desks set up. I love learning about their different organizational systems and even getting ideas from them. So whether you are a YouTuber or a business owner of some kind, just do a little mini tour of what you got going on in your little desk setup. You could also do a little behind the scenes of how you actually create your content, whether that is filming a YouTube video, going on an Instagram photo shoot, taking your TikTok videos. I have seen so many reels on Instagram that perform so ridiculously well, where all somebody did is literally just a before and after of how they edited their Instagram pictures. You could also share a resource or website or app that you love using for your content creation or running your business. Pretty much every single app or website or resource that I use in my day-to-day life as a creator has usually come from other creators I have heard of them from. So if there is a tool or an app or a website in specific that you literally could not live without, then you could totally make a reel sharing that website or tool with your audience. You could also create a reel sharing a little bit of your journey with your audience. I have seen so many videos on TikTok and reels on Instagram where people share stories like 6 months ago I was working a fast food job and now I'm a 6-figure owning online business coach. Or some other people do a little update of like a year after graduating from med school, this is what I'm doing with my career. Lots of people find that content to be really inspirational, and that gets you lots of engagement, sometimes even shares, which of course is just more exposure and more people to get eyeballs onto your content and your channel. You could also share a piece of advice or a mindset or something that you have been taught or learned along your journey. There are countless things that I've learned along my journey of being self-employed, working in social media, growing a YouTube channel, and that is pretty much exactly why I began making this type of video on my channel, to help and educate other creators. So you could do something similar with your content and share with your audience something relevant to your content that you have learned along your journey. Another type of video that tends to get a lot of attraction and engagement are videos where you share things you wish you knew before you started whatever. Things that you wish you had known before becoming a business owner, things you wish you had known before getting into med school. Loads and loads of people who land on your Instagram reels and your content are often people who are on the same kind of journey as you are, but more so in the beginning stages. So hearing from other people who've been where they are and are now way further ahead in their journey, that can often be really helpful, really inspirational, and just something that gets a whole lot of engagement. Another idea that is just as popular on Instagram Reels as it is on YouTube are what are called Do It With Me action reels, where essentially you're taking your audience along with you as you are doing something. Whether that is like a clean with me vlog or some kind of an organize with me video, decorating something, setting up something, building something. Basically just taking your audience along with you as you're being productive and getting things done. Since a lot of the content that we tend to create on YouTube and Instagram and other platforms tend to be more so focused on our life and our story, something else you could do with your reels is to share a story of your clients or your followers. So for me, this could be like sharing one of my followers or my subscribers' journeys on YouTube and a milestone or something they've just accomplished. Whereas if you are, for example, a personal trainer, you could then share a journey of one of your clients or one of your followers and share how far they've come on their journey. I see this all the time on the Instagram pages of my favorite pro football teams or basketball teams, where they basically have like a player of the month and showcase their story. If you're looking to get a lot more engagement and participation out of your reels, you could maybe launch some kind of a challenge, just basically some kind of a way to get your audience a lot more engaged in your content and to participate. One way you could definitely use your Instagram reels to kill a whole lot of birds with one stone is to do some kind of a Q&A, answer some frequently asked questions, which just honestly accomplishes so many things all at once. It helps your audience to get to know you better, learn something new about you, also helps you get a whole lot of content done all in one shot. So that is definitely a really good idea if you're looking to get a lot of content done in one day. Another way of cracking out a whole lot of reels all in one sitting, one little content creation session, is to repurpose a bunch of TikTok trends. And for whatever reason, almost every single time I make one of these super trendy TikToks, I then download the video and repost it as a reel on Instagram. Literally 9 times out of 10, those reels end up doing way better than the original TikTok. So that is a second way of getting a whole lot of reels done in one session. As I mentioned earlier, doing kind of like a little day in my life montage, you could also do the same thing, but more so focused on a specific routine. Whether that is your morning or night routine, your cleaning routine, your content creation routine, sharing your routine for editing YouTube videos or Instagram pictures, basically just taking your audience along with you as you go about your routine. You could also share a list of some sort that could be inspirational or helpful to your audience. For example, maybe sharing your top 10 favorite workout videos or sharing your 5 favorite motivational quotes. Or you could share a list of your favorite coffee shops or restaurants in your area. Another thing that has literally never died down on social media and probably never will are life hacks. Like I said earlier, people absolutely adore tutorials and walkthroughs, but life hacks never go out of style. Similar to my earlier idea of sharing things you wish you'd known before any given situation or starting something, you could also make a little list of some common mistakes or things people do wrong in your given industry or niche. Again, using that example of if you're a personal trainer and create a lot of fitness content, what are some common mistakes that a lot of people tend to do when they are just starting out their fitness journeys? If your content is focused on helping creators to make more money online, what are some common mistakes they make that keep them from making money and being successful? Literally about 9 times out of 10, you have no idea what it is you're doing wrong or that you're literally getting in your own way until somebody actually points it out for you. If you're looking to make your content a little bit more relatable, you could also share some pet peeves about your industry or your niche, because I can guarantee you if there is literally any pet peeve you have about your industry, there are probably hundreds of thousands of other people who have the exact same pet peeve. And most typically, when people tend to find you super relatable, they tend to follow you. Another idea that you could again relate back to your content and your target audience are basically sharing things that you thought you knew when you got started versus what you think of them now. As an example, I could share some of the biases I had when I was just simply watching videos on YouTube versus what I think of those things now as the person on the other side of the screen actually making the videos. What are some biases or some assumptions you had about med school before you actually got into med school? You could also do some kind of a recap, recapping what you did over the weekend, what you've accomplished in the last month or the last week. If you went on some kind of a trip or attended some kind of an event, what were the biggest highlights of that event? If your Instagram content is more focused on your business and what it is you offer as a business, you could then create a reel promoting your different membership programs, your different products, your different services. Another excellent way of reaching your potential clients and potential customers and growing your business. This is another one I need to start creating a whole lot more of, because every time I make these, they just end up blowing up on Instagram. Essentially creating a reel out of your to-do list, your monthly goals, plans you have for the day, for the week, kind of like a checklist. And finally, my 26th idea for a reel you could make over on your Instagram. Since the first idea I shared with you guys is repurposing your YouTube videos over on your reels, something similar you could do is actually use your reels to draw up hype and get your audience excited about your new video. Basically saying like, here's the video I'm working on now, this is going up tomorrow, so get excited about it. So yeah, you guys, that is pretty much it for this video. Those are the 26 ideas I had for you guys of reels to create over on your Instagram to basically help you grow your audience. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Love you all to the moon and back, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!